Hey everybody, welcome back to Fantasy Theory. So with The Boys Season 4 coming out soon, literally tonight pretty much, but coming out Thursday, June 13th, but it will come out at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, with a 3-episode premiere, and we also got news that Season 5 will be the final season of The Boys. I feel like I kind of know what they're cooking with The Boys, and I want to theorize, and if you read by the title, you could probably see what I'm talking about. Black Noir is the new Homelander clone. Black Noir is Homelander's clone. He's Homelander. And this will be ultimately the way that Homelander will die, because it takes a little bit of comic inspiration. You know, a lot of people were disappointed with Black Noir not being the clone from the start, but I think they're starting to push that now, and here's how I'm going to present it. First, we're going to go about a little history of Black Noir, then we're going to talk about how this plays into maybe possibly Season 5. So before we start, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you're excited for The Boys Season 4, The Boys spinoffs, you know, like the Gen V, the Mexico spinoff, and then the Untitled spinoff, as well as Season 5. If you're upset about Season 5 being the last season, let me know all that below. Let's get into this. Black Noir is a significant character in the comic book series The Boys, who was made by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson, and The Boys show developed by Eric Kripke. However, the character undergoes notable differences between these two, both in terms of backstory and personality. Let's start with his comic book identity. Black Noir is a clone of Homelander, the leader of the Seven, created as a contingency plan to kill Homelander if he ever went rogue. He wears a black, featureless costume that hides his true identity, which is true for both the comic and the TV show. In the comics, Black Noir is mostly silent and very mysterious throughout the series, which could also be said about the TV show as well. He possesses similar powers to Homelander, including super strength, speed, flight, and invulnerability. Now, that is a little bit different in the show. I mean, the show has not shown what really he is capable of, besides like strength and maybe a little speed and invulnerability, but it doesn't show like speed that much or flight at all. So maybe that other version of Black Noir, who we know saw die at the hands of Homelander, that I'll get into a little later on. Maybe this version will keep the same type of powers, but I don't know how they would do this, because I didn't really read the comics, but this is what I'm seeing off the internet, and just, you know, I feel like I've known this for a couple years now, and I wanted to kind of make a video because I feel like they're going to be doing this in Season 4, maybe potentially starting this in Season 4, and then ultimately being Season 5's plot. Black Noir's sanity deteriorates over time, leading him to committing atrocities and framing Homelander to fulfill his purpose. His true identity and purposes are revealed towards the end of the comic series, which serves as a pivotal plot twist. He plays a crucial role in the downfall of Homelander and the subsequent events that lead to the climax of the story. And if you see this, you can kind of see where I'm going with this in the story, being that there's 2 more seasons left. In the TV shows, Black Noir is not a clone of Homelander so far. His background and true identity are kept more mysterious, with hints of a tragic backstory involving severe injuries. He is depicted as a silent member of the Seven, always in the black full-body suit. The TV version of Black Noir retains his superhuman abilities like strength, agility, and durability, like I said before, but also showcases a vulnerability to allergies, notably a severe reaction to nuts. His character is portrayed with a mix of ruthlessness and moments of surprise vulnerability and humanity. Throughout the series, Black Noir is seen performing covert operations and dealing with threats to Vought International. His character adds an element of dark humor and unpredictability to the show, often seen in intense action sequences. And, you know, we can see him with the cartoons, that he always sees the cartoons before what happens with Homelander. The comic book version of Black Noir is more one-dimensional until the big reveal, focusing primarily on his role as the contingency plan against Homelander. However, the TV adaptation gives Black Noir more personality and a broader range of actions and motions, making him a more complex character, but that's not to say by much more. He's still kind of very silent, as we know, and doesn't have much backstory besides, you know, Season 3 when Soldier Boy. So that's a little backstory on Black Noir. As we saw in Season 3, Black Noir pretty much knew that Homelander's father was Soldier Boy, and that's a spoiler alert if you haven't seen Season 3, probably my favorite season so far featuring Soldier Boy. He kind of stole the show. But we do learn again that Soldier Boy is the father of Homelander, and Black Noir at a time was working with Soldier Boy before Homelander and knew about this, I guess, transaction. Homelander finding out that Black Noir knew about this and being so upset because he honestly thought Black Noir was his best friend. And you could kind of see throughout the show, he loves Black Noir, you know, judging from like Season 1 when he's yelling at everybody and then he says to Black Noir, "You're doing great." And Black Noir says nothing, obviously. he seemed to have a soft spot for Black Noir, and it hurts him the most to find out that Black Noir was keeping this a secret. I don't know if Black Noir ever really spoke to Homelander, or if this is just kind of like some like comedy thing where it's like, you didn't tell me, but he never really talks. However, we saw Homelander eventually rip the intestines out of Black Noir, killing him, which I think is setting up for the replacement Black Noir that we've seen in the season 4 trailers, because there is a mysterious new Black Noir. It seems that they're covering up Black Noir's death from Homelander. They don't want to say that one of their heroes was killed, so they're just replacing him with another silent antagonist, which is relatively easy because he doesn't talk and he's in all black. We don't even see his skin. So here's the thing. What if in season 4, Vought has planted the clone of Homelander as Black Noir? What if they're going through what they did in the comics? They pretty much went through a lot of source material besides that, so I feel like now is the time to do it. And being the other day that we heard from Eric Kripke that he wants to stop the show at season 5. So what better way to kind of start the end of the show than with one of the main plots that was the reason for Homelander's death? I mean, it just makes sense them now coming out saying season 5 will be the end. It kind of shows us, I feel like in my opinion, where the direction of the show is going. So we could see in season 5, maybe not season 4, but we could get hints of that in season 4, but in season 5 we could see how Black Noir kind of goes down this rabbit hole and starts framing Homelander for certain things, and then we see a potential ending bout between them, ending draw between them fighting Homelander versus Homelander, Homelander versus Black Noir. I feel like it makes sense that they did that. This is just me speculating though, but I feel like there's not too much evidence besides the fact that they really replaced Black Noir with this Black Noir in season 5, and this in season 4, but in just him being just nothing again would just be like and it shows that it's cool. In the first 3 seasons it kind of gives a better plot for Black Noir rather than just being the Homelander clone that people know from the comics for so long. Now they have 3 seasons of a different Black Noir, and then they kind of adapt their own little version of Black Noir as the Homelander clone later in the show with season 4 and season 5. I mean, I personally would like to see Butcher and Homelander, but there's a chance that Butcher might die in season 4. But that's a whole different theory and thing we could talk about in another video. You let me know what you think of this theory. Do you think Black Noir is the Homelander clone now in season 4? Leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you're excited for the show. Thanks for watching, and have an incredible day.